I wanted to share 3 methods. With each method, it will be only cooler. I prefer to use the illustration style. If it is photorealistic, the photorealistic aspect of it will come through. Each image you can open and source the prompt. You can see what reference images were added, what parameters were used, and this is like the new Pinterest, but better. Midjourney is trained on 4.5 billion of styles.
There's 4.5 billion SREFs?
Yes.
Wow.
This is my personalization code, a big deal. It's a universe. It's anything you can imagine is there. And if you think about blending these 2.5 billions together in different combinations, that's it.
Welcome, everyone. And thanks for joining. I'm Josh Lowman, and this is the 2nd episode of How Do You Make That Fucking Awesome Thing? It's a new show we created where we talk to AI creators about how they make interesting things. And today I'm talking with Tatiana Sukhova. Did I get your last name pronounced right, Tatiana?
Almost perfectly right.
Okay. What is it? Sukhova or?
Sukhova.
Okay, Sukhova. Sukhova, I see. She is a Lisbon-based AI designer, but not just an AI designer. She's actually a product designer who has an artist's heart, who is using her the artist part of her to make really interesting AI work. She's using Midjourney to create just amazing visuals with these things called SREF codes, which we'll talk about. I first kind of became aware of Tatiana because I saw this solar blur post that just exploded on LinkedIn and got over 6,900 likes. And she shared the code so that anyone out there could try to, create the same look. And she's been doing this on LinkedIn for a while. So welcome, Tatiana. It's so nice to be talking with you.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to share some of the secrets.
Good. Let me ask you this. The first time you started doing one of these SREF posts on LinkedIn, or you actually started making these visuals, where did you get the idea from, or like what hit you where you're like, oh, I gotta like explore this and start making work in this area?
That's a great question, because actually this happened, I think, in August last year, so a little more than a year ago. And I just seen that something happening on the LinkedIn. That's the only social media, and Instagram a little bit, but I only have time for one. So I just noticed that something happening, and a couple people. One is Tatiana Sukhova, is a very talented, the most talented AI creative I saw so far, and I just noticed that something happening. That what I see, I like a lot. And I hate when something is happening without me. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go and understand how this thing works. Since then, okay. I did a lot.
And so were those other people doing work using SREFs?
Yes, doing SREFs and doing collections from these SREFs. And those visuals were consistent, which is a big deal, and looked amazing. And I'm passionate about brand consistency automation. Even though I just mentioned that I'm a product designer, but before this specialization, I actually invented the brand consistency engine. It was even patented in US and acquired by MailChimp, such a company, wonderful company.
Oh, wow.
4 years afterwards, inventing other services around this story. So yeah, I'm kind of artist and inventor in my heart. And product design is enabler. So it's a design system world that you have to understand, and there's the most advanced field in automating.
That makes sense. I mean, let me just share my screen here so folks can see. Yeah, so this is the solar blur post, and it did really, really well. A lot of people were into this, and I totally see what you're saying about continuity. because I think that's the thing that really makes it stand out against other AI visuals that we see. We can see that this is all part of, this would fit really well into just like an integrated brand system or an integrated product or whatever it is, we often don't see AI visuals that have that continuous like art direction across everything, while the visuals are also all very different. Like this is waves and this is a regular person and this is an astronaut. There are different kinds of visuals, but they all have this continuity of look and feel. And so I think that's probably one of the reasons why it stood out so much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fantastic color combination, which is simple, but at the same time very impressive. Like great combination from the not the opposite, but how complementary, complementary, right? Colors, and that's actually a very fun story with this post. I'm exploring a lot of SREFs. Just this is my ritual. Literally, before the bedtime, I spend 15 to 20 minutes exploring the SREFs because I enjoy this. Okay. So this is a little secret number one behind this story. When I made this post, the only method to find a SREF was so-called mining. So you had to sit and run the SREF random command again and again. SREF random is means --SREF, and then instead of the number, you put the random word, random. And then you run and it returns you something. The visual. And you do it again.
And that's how you found the solar blur SREF?
That's how I found the solar blur.
Oh my gosh. What was the word? Was it solar blur? Or
no, there is no word. There is the number. 10 digits, 9 digits, 12 digits.
Okay. But I thought you said you had to give it some random word.
The word is random is the word.
Oh, I see.
You are requesting to return you a random SREF.
I see.
And that was the only method just less than two months ago. Right? October.
That's so funny. And so you found this amazing SREF by asking it to send you random imagery.
And I can tell you this is so satisfying when you find a gem like this. But you have to be patient and you have to, I don't know, for some reason I enjoy this because it's like, oh, you guys don't pick up mushrooms. Oh, anyways, that's satisfying. Satisfying, yeah. So, imagine
it's like foraging for mushrooms.
Yeah.
I see.
Fishing, fishing. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Fishing is satisfying, right? And that's like fishing, exactly like fishing. So when I do this, I normally don't have time immediately to test. Like I am usually getting back to this later on the weekend mostly. So solar blur, that was the only method. So everyone who built collections and were even selling this online, including me, I made such an experiment, but it didn't work well enough. They were mining the threads. But for the record, for the second, just imagine Midjourney is trained on 4.5 billion of styles.
No, wait, there's 4.5 billion SREFs?
Yes. So somebody made some math. I forgot what exactly.
So solar blur is 1 in 4.5 billion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's say 96% are trash or something not worth of attention, but those 4% is still a significant number.
Wow.
And the best part is that you can blend those codes together, achieving the unique combinations.
Okay, so let me make sure I just want to restate this for the people that don't know, because I'm very close to being a complete newbie to this. So essentially, you're using originally you're using Midjourney, And for some kind of style reference, you'll say random, give me a random, do this in a random. So you could just use Midjourney and it could just output whatever images that it does based on your prompt. But you can also add this style, which is almost like a filter, like when Instagram started and there was a bunch of different filters, right? And so originally, in order to find unique styles, these styles are that you can activate these styles by using this thing called an SREF number.
Yeah.
But originally, you could only find SREF numbers by using this random generation approach. And then when you see a certain style, it would also tell you what the number is for that style.
Yes, up until recently. So
Okay.
it was only possible through mining up until recently when Midjourney released a new tab on the Explorer page, and they can show it.
Okay. Yeah. Could you show that to us?
Yeah, absolutely. So first things first, this is how I mine. I prefer to use the illustration style, very simple prompt, because this helps me to feel the nature of the SREF. Because if it is photorealistic, the photorealistic aspect of it will come through, even when I prompt illustration style. So that's it, actually. That's
And
it.
it's funny because in my experience in Midjourney, it's something that gets used inside of
Discord.
Discord. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
same.
but this is not inside of Discord.
No, this is the new UI. Not like new. I'm using Discord still when I'm in the bed. Remember the story from my phone. I'm only mining this from phone.
I see.
I don't have time for the full desktop experience,
I
unfortunately.
see.
But imagine this. This is the prompt, super simple. This is the command that will return me the random code. This is my personalization code.
I see.
A big deal. Huge. This is the style weight command where I'm saying, hey, take 10% of this style reference power. Just 10%.
I see. So 100 is 10%?
Yes, 1,000 is maximum.
Okay, gotcha.
This is very important because this is the secret sauce, how you really get it to the point where it's awesome. Because the SREFs at the full power, they are very often a little bit too much. And this is the stylize command. It's also 1,000 is maximum, and we are taking, this is like all of the knowledge of the world of the model. The balance between these two is important. They should be balanced. So we're taking from the style reference, but we also are looking at some extent of this modal notion of the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
well, I think you might have lost me in that last one, but I might just be like, well, I'm just going to use Tatiana's numbers for those last two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Sometimes.
So here you're doing the random method. Right?
I'm doing, that's the random method, and it returns me something. I'm running this command again and again, 50 times, 20 times.
And so there's no reference to what the content of the images should be.
No. We don't care. At this point, we don't care.
I see.
Our primary goal at this point is to decide. Very simple decision. Is this talented or not?
I see.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it a lot, and I'm very picky.
Okay.
Sometimes,
so that kind of black and white one looks interesting, right?
Yeah. It could be nice to blend. So I would add something, some chili sauce to this.
For somebody who's been around the block like you, it's less interesting. But for me, I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I have the entire, like when I'm getting something interesting, I save it. Previously, I made a lot of work, or I was testing, building collections, etc. Now I don't do it. I save the folder. Like for instance, for black, I have monochrome folder. with lots of interesting styles. I'm just saying this here just in case I will need, because something like this in the future to find it quickly, because those are like swatches you can use and blend. You can use some aspects of that, blend into combinations, multiple in one, and define the ratio at which you can you want each one to be reflected. And so as you can see, nothing clicks here, right? And that's why you have to do it a lot. Like, it's always about quantity. You have to
And you kind of have to have a good eye or know what you like.
of course,
Right.
yes. That's also interesting. I've noticed that even with one and the same like capabilities, right, access to all of the stuff, some people are finding and presenting more interesting things. Some other people are also interesting, but for me, I like minimalism. I like futurism. I like everything talented. And I also like when something hits a specific goal. For instance, when you are designing unique visual style for a specific brand.
Okay, cool. So so you use this random approach. That's what you did 2 months ago, but what do you do now? Is there a library of these?
So with each method, I wanted to share 3 methods. That was number
Mhm.
1.
Oh,
And the
okay.
second one is, with each method, it will be only cooler. The second one, on the Explore page, you have images, videos. Like, this is the images that a community generates on Midjourney, and this is the perfect source of prompts, right? Because each image you can open and source the prompt. You can see what reference images were added, what parameters were used, and this is like the new Pinterest, but better because it has all of this data in here.
And you get there just by going to Explore.
Just go into the Explore page. There's
Okay.
an Images tab. They added the Videos tab. Same here. When you open the video, you can see the prompt. You can see the source image that have been used. And some parameters sometimes.
Wow.
And lastly, they added less than 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, I don't know, maybe a little over, you can see the styles. And this is where the SREFs lives. I'm pretty sure not 4.5 billion yet here.
Right.
What you
It's a
can
lot
see,
easier than just randomizing.
right? You can see the hot, you can see top of the day, and some likes that I put myself. This is one more method, because if you see a prompt that you, for instance, like, and I don't like any of that, I like this one. You can
Yes.
put this hard and it will save it, but you can also click try this and it will immediately the creation.
I see.
So
I
there's
see.
one task over here.
Now, does that feel like I'm copying somebody if I try their style, or does it feel like, no, this is just the public library of styles, so nobody owns anything?
Ideally, to always mix together, because as you just perfectly noticed, everyone can do it, and it will be one style, right? It will be a consistent style, but you have to play with parameters first. You have to apply your personalization code, which will make it unique already after that. And ideally you have to blend so that it won't be raw, because raw is like a swatch. So you see how many variables, like, first thing, you decide how much to take. Am I taking 5% of it, 50 or 20 or 10? That's one, right, level. What to blend it with, what parameters to add, how much to take from the notion about the world, and so on and so forth. So there is a lot of layers on top. So
Yeah. One thing that I think about a lot is that in all communications, there is a tendency, especially as we get into the brand and kind of corporate world, there's a tendency to keep a distance. I want to say something, but I don't necessarily want to be too close to the audience or too close to my own feelings. And so there's a distance to it. And I think that, that's how you could see most corporate communications. It's kind of distant. And then, as we get into AI, it's creating more and more of this distance where things are more on the surface. I didn't put my whole heart into this. I took this style. I found some style that somebody else did. I published it. And then people can feel that. They can feel that it doesn't have that intimacy. Whereas what you're doing is the exact opposite. You're going through all of these things and you're thinking like, what do I really care about? What's really relevant to me? I want to get my personal style in there. I want to mix it. I'm going to keep going until like my heart can feel it. And then when you put that out into the world on LinkedIn, people can feel that. They realize like, oh, this is not just some thing that somebody did in 5 minutes. There's real heart put into this. And then I think that's part of why you're getting this result from the audience. What do you think of my theory?
definitely, I feel I can't stop doing this. I enjoy it so much, and I really invest my soul into this process. And it's a two-way investment because I'm training my own model. So we all are intelligent, right? Intelligence is inside. So I train my own visual model with the help of this universe of variance. Universe. Because if you think about this 4.5 billion, it's a universe. It's anything you can imagine is there. And if you think about blending these 2.5 billions together in different combinations, that's it. That's this.
Yeah. Yeah. And in particular, you're looking at the stuff that really feels close to your heart, where you go, oh yeah, this resonates for me personally. And I think, I just think that like people feel that once you put it out into the world somehow. Can we move on to what's the third method? You said there were three methods.
Yes, that's the third method. Okay, let me actually take our solar blur hero here. So in order to use the third method, you have to have the anchor visual. We will use our solar blur. So now what I did, I searched my entire history of Midjourney with what was generated with this SREF. And there was a lot because I've blends so far here and there. Sorry, let me just scroll a little bit. I was trying to find a method. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time, but I was trying to make another models to generate something similar, but so far it is a full failure. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work. They understand the colors, but style reference is so much more besides the colors. It's composition, it's colors ratio, it's depth of field, it's texture. That's a lot. So yeah. Okay, let's take one image. Sorry, that's a little bit of. These are the blends where I'm blending this one with other monochrome ones, by the way.
So cool.
Yeah, that's blending.
So freaking cool.
Yeah, that's also blending. Yeah, you can see one and second one. And yeah.
I see. So you're taking different SREFs, you're blending them. And you're also including your personal style.
Always.
Right.
Because without my personal style, it is a completely different level.
Okay. In a second, I'm going to ask you to share about personal style, but okay. I want to see this third method first.
This one is nice. So it's a different blending, but also blending. So I used it a lot because I was trying to. Oh, this one is very also interesting. So I blended it with some elegant and a little bit cool. SREF, and you see how it finds a creative way to
Yes.
get both.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I wish I would be able to do it the entire day, to be honest.
Wait, so what's the third method? I'm not understanding.
Yeah. I'm coming there. I'm just trying to get to the pure with this one. Yeah, here, for instance. Okay, let's take. What do you prefer, the astronaut or the waves?
Astronaut for sure.
Okay, let's take this astronaut. Now, when we have this generated in Midjourney anchor image, there is a one fantastic thing in Midjourney that no one knows about. This is tiny magnific glass icon over here. Now, when I click it, it will bring me to the Explore page. But here, it will use that image for the reference. So in the images, you will get a bunch of astronauts where you can, there is a lot of my stuff. And the stuff of others. I didn't generate those images. The people experiment with this SREF icons. You can source different prompts from here and keep exploring. But let's go to styles. In styles, it will try to find a little more similar styles from this universe of SREFs.
Oh, I see.
So it's trying to find orange and purple combination, I can see. It tries to find those gradients, aspects.
I see. So the three methods are the random method, the explore styles method, right? Just to see what other people have done and grab that style. And then the third is take an image that you have, do a search, an image-based search, and find, especially if that uses an SREF, find other SREFs that are sort of in the same like general territory as that SREF, but they're different.
Exactly. So you're using the anchor image. Let's try the ways, like this one. This is my favorite one. Let's try with waves. Again, first it will open the images, and sometimes it doesn't load, but it doesn't mean that it didn't work. You have to refresh the page. I don't know.
I see.
So,
and the noise that's in the image is just part of the SREF as well?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You see, absolutely different styles. Just different image, but different SREFs. And yeah, so it's definitely worth of exploring, and that's the shortest shortcut.
How do you keep from just like, because you could just go down the rabbit hole on this stuff, right? Like end up 12 hours deep into like all the different imagery and stuff.
Yes. It's a rabbit hole, but but before, you didn't have all of this luxury. Just recently, they added it. And what you had to do, you had to fish, you had to dig, you have to mine, and you had to store. That's why I have this database that I started on Notion a while back, where I'm still having this habit, because you have to remember the numbers. You have to be able to quickly find, even for the anchor image, to dive and find similar SREFs. You have to take this anchor image somewhere.
I see.
And you have to search your own history to find it. So you need a code. So I have this database in Notion where so far I have 795 styles.
Wow.
Different brand personalities.
Yeah, you could sell that for a lot of money, right?
I appreciate any advices on this regards.
Okay.
But so far, the purple one is the previous Models 6 version of the model at Midjourney, where I had more time and explored it. And this was the model. You can see the ratio is just a few.
Yeah, like I see it as it could just be a $99 a year subscription.
Yummy.
And, I knew a lot of people would just hold on to it, as long as you keep updating it. Okay, so those are our 3 techniques. I wanted to ask, how do you then take? So you take you find 4 images that you think go well together in that SREF and in that style that you've created. Then what you're sharing is all animated. So how do you go into making it moving and
Mhm. Do you want just this part, or starting with the new SREF and all the way down to the end?
Let's just, how about just how do you animate? How do you go from you've got stills that you want to animate into, okay, now I'm making them moving?
Mm, that's the final stage. This is just preliminary quantity that came out of the mining session. But I noted that there is a nice texture, depth of field, the colors. I like that. Like
Yeah.
details over here. For instance, what I would do next, I would actually generate way more visuals, because in order to find those 4 perfect ones, that when you bring together these 4, this is such a magical moment. This is when
Yes.
everything comes together. I really enjoy this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get there, you need to have at least, I don't know, 50, 60 images to choose.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What I would do, I have the prompts library, my own testing prompts library, where I do this. I select the SREF and I say replace all. And then I started recently using the Atlas for doing this for me. But
Oh, okay. You have a prompting library of like many different prompts that would use an SREF.
by brand personality. So I have
And these,
5 generic ones.
I see. And then let's just take a look at some of those. So it says clouds, mountains, city, interior, street photography. You have like different types of macro, product, studio, food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
you've prompts in terms of what the content of the image is. And
Uh-huh.
then you're going through and you're doing a find and replace for all the SREFs.
Yes.
And then you're just using those as prompts in Midjourney to create a wide variety of things.
Right. What would be great also for everyone to know is this curly brackets. You see how I put 4 values with the comma, separated by comma, inside the curly brackets. What does it mean? It means that with one prompt, it will run 4, because there are 4 values and there is a limit of 4
I
on the
see.
plan I'm at.
I see.
You see, when I click, it runs all 4 at once. Then
Okay.
we can try. Okay, it's just interesting how it will deal with the gold texture when it's green, right? And we are literally saying, show me the gold texture. I'm curious to see. Then we can try some luxury.
Is Midjourney unique in that you can set it up with all of these prompts continuously, and it'll just keep working in the background on the prompts that you just gave it?
There is
So you don't have to wait for something to finish in order to keep going on with the next one.
Yeah, there is a limit depending on plan. On my plan, I think it's 10 at a time. On higher plans, it's more, 40, and then maybe, I don't know, limitless, unlimited. I'm not sure, but I'm still on the standard plan. And honestly, very often I just use the relax mode over here. There is a relax mode. Right now I'm on a fast mode, so for keeping this. But very often, especially when you can use the agent, like Atlas browser, to run these commands for you, and you don't have to sit and do it. Relax mode is fine. You don't pay; it's free. And I save the fast hours for the videos, because videos eating up 4 times more.
I see.
So these are the images. No, I forgot that generic ones are mostly static. It's like prop objects. Okay. No, okay, let's try I don't think it will be very impressive, but what you can do is here, you can animate automatically with low motion, but I usually use manual. Whereas in manual, this is a very simple prompt, street photography. I always click this loop animation so that looping, it would loop. And then I also say something like slow motion or slow morphing or seamless transformations, something like that, to help it be less creative about what I want to achieve. Obviously, you can, for instance, if it were to be a customer project, right, and you would have a luxury of time and some resources. For instance, I use different agents for not this one, for prompt generations. I use different. I basically create the custom GPT for everything I need in this life, and models help me with. I'm not the native English speaker, as you probably noticed. Models should work for us and help us with different stuff. Especially with photorealism and what did we send? Did we send any? Yeah, you have to reload. Unfortunately, sometimes, yeah. So it started one job for the animating. Let's start some other for this robot. Where is my robot? I lost my search. Okay, let's return the search, walk the search. Let's animate something like this. Which one of the four you prefer?
The one on the right.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? What's with the quality? Oh, that's weird. I'm not sure, but it's like a bad JPEG for some reason.
Yeah. Well,
Let's take this one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I will say slow rotation. Slow rotation and loop. Don't do the second one. Then I love this abstract stuff. Second, okay. What about this one?
Great.
Slow movement.
Topographic line, slow movement. Okay.
I usually run a lot because like 8 or 6 because I need 4 beautiful ones.
Right. Right. So there's a lot of curation here, right? Generate more material, then choose the ones that speak to you the most.
Yeah, in ideal world, it should take longer, but when it's not commercial, you have to do it quickly. Slow.
And have you had brands reaching out to you saying, "Hey, we want you to work for us and help us create imagery for our brands"?
It's starting, and after that post got viral, that was something crazy. That was a funny story, actually, because I sent it 2 minutes before I left the home for vacation with my family. I even haven't taken computer with me for a week, staying in the camp. Slow motion. And I sat in the car, and we started driving. 3 hours of drive was ahead of us, and driving, and my phone starts beeping. Beep, 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 likes, and it didn't stop for 2 days.
Wow.
I've got, I don't know how many DMs. I wasn't able to reply everyone. By the way, in case if everyone will see this, I'm sorry, but it was something crazy. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Because the solar blur, I mean, that's definitely, while it's generating, let's wait a couple more seconds. It's definitely very talented visual. Where is it? Here is it. Very beautiful. I agree. But I would say among all of my collections of visuals, I can't say that it's my favorite. Like there is a lot of other options I love.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No, this is so cool. You have all of the ones that you like the best you brought into Figma, and then you can just explore there. It's really neat to see it all together.
right, and they have multiple collections of that stuff, and yeah, so many of them I love.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's probably worth of
That
a
looks like
separate.
Tron.
There is a ton, probably worth of a separate call. But let's
Uh,
finish. I like finishing.
uh,
Finishing.
okay, so we got some animations.
We got some animations. Imagine they are beautiful.
Right,
Yeah,
right, 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 right. Right. Okay.
because
And then let's say you picked out the ones that you liked.
for
Then how do you put them into? You use CapCut for the next step, right?
this is the easiest. Download for social button here. Then
No.
okay, this first one, download for social. I will just do it quickly because this is just an example. And what is with Moon? Perfect. Download for social. And okay, no. Now we open the CapCut. And I just have one file over here. I'm on a free plan. Thank you, CapCut. Thank you for Ig. Sorry. It's a Turkish, a very talented creative designer who actually helped me to understand what to use, because I also had a question how to do it. Just if you, I put it here, all the videos, put it here. And then all I do is I replace. Like I say, this one will go here, this one go here.
And because they loop, you don't have to worry about
Yeah, exactly.
that piece of it. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, I know you said, well, these aren't good enough, but I'm sure this would go viral if you posted it to LinkedIn right now.
Yeah, say fun.
Wow.
Fun.
That is so fun.
And then I
That's really neat.
export this final video, or I save it with either. All right. So first, I know we are at time, but last thing, I grabbed the screenshot of the style. Like for instance, let's see this one. I just grab it, and I have a special agent trained for coming up with the names. So I paste it here. And in a second, it will return me 10 options with the creative names.
Oh, that's where Solar Blur came from.
I think so, because I didn't have time. I was packing before the vacation. I just wanted to post something, and I did it definitely quickly. Yeah, not always I'm going with this one. Sometimes I merge the first word from one, the second from another, or something. But this is a one more layer where I invest my emotions, my feelings, my soul into this one, because I love names for this giving names. But then let's say if I say, okay, soft matter theory, if I proceed with method theory, it will keep going.
And like I see it's in Cyrillic. Are you Russian, or where are you from?
Yes, I'm Russian originally.
I see. But you live in Spain now, right?
I have been living in Portugal for 6 years.
Oh, Portugal. That's right.
Portugal. Yeah. Before that, we lived in Thailand. But I was born in Soviet Union.
I see.
So this is the imagery style. It will create the description. It will create the style tokens, which is a separate topic to talk about, because every single style could be described with words combinations, style tokens. And there are some creative aesthetics explore this specific area, which is very interesting. But that's in short. We just scratched the surface, really.
That's amazing. Can you just share your screen one more time on the that example that you had of people's personal styles and how they are different from image to image? You had that one where people's avatars are.
Yes. Okay. So first, I have to show you the why behind, right? So I made some experimentation, and when the personalization was released, it was crazy because we went from generic images, which is okay, nice, right, to this where we had better composition, depth of field, way better texture when you add your personalization code. At least mine works.
Okay, and so let me make sure the audience understands. So there's SREF, which is just a general style reference. And then there's a personalization code, which is about like, how do I prefer images to be?
Yeah.
And when you combine those two, then you end up with something, really interesting.
Yeah. So here you can see that I love minimalism and I love futurism, but minimal and clean. There is the difference. It will generate visuals that I will like because I trained, and I will show in a second how it works. It's very easy.
That's cool. And how do you create your personalization code?
Okay.
And show that one that shows all the different. That shows like how everybody uses a different personalization code on the same SREF, and you get different output.
Absolutely identical prompt. Absolutely.
Wow.
So I made this experiment because I was curious, like if it's just my SREF, or personalization so cool, or how does it work? How different the outcomes would be for different people. And I ran on Mondays. I called it I don't remember what I called it, but people participated. Each time more and more people were engaged. We've been experimenting with one and the same identical prompt and parameters, but different personalization. And I've been giving the price and the access to my database as a prize. Then we put those unexisting creatures, and you see how the results are different with identical. Then we went further, and the prompt was exact. The SREF was exact. Different personalization plus one more favorite SREF in addition to blend. And how?
Well,
right here, you click new profile over here, or maybe if you don't have, there is some empty state, I don't remember already. So, and it gives you the pairs of images where you click, you like, you ignore, or like or ignore, and you have to do minimum 300 of these pairs.
Oh, wow. So it's like Tinder for art directors.
Yes, exactly. And after that, if you generate any prompt and add, you just can add dash pin like this. It will add your unique code to the prompt.
I see. Wow. That's cool. Well, I got to wrap it up. I got another meeting to go to, but Tatiana, I just want to say thank you so much. I learned so much, and there is no way I would have figured this out if I hadn't spent this time with you. So I really appreciate the generosity that you're showing. There's a lot of artists who are like, I don't want to show this because it's like my secret sauce or whatever, but it shows a lot of confidence and generosity that you would share all of this with us. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much, Josh. I'm happy to share. I learned all of that from the community, and I'm happy to share back. And this is just the tools for us, which enable our creativity. So I don't own the specific aspects of that, and I'm happy to share and see how tons of talented people will use this for.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so if people want to reach out to you, obviously they know how to find you on LinkedIn, but is there anything else that you would like to tell them about, a website or anything else?
The best way to reach me in LinkedIn. I'm also thinking of starting the Substack, where I'm going to share, write those articles, because it's pretty difficult to remember all of that information, and keep sharing this way. Because it's easy to find, it's also something new. Everyone is trying right now, and remember, I don't like when something happens without me.
Right. Okay, so for now, people can reach you on LinkedIn. They want to reach out. There might be brands that want to improve their visuals. I've got one last question. I have one last question. What do you do around legal stuff? Because
I don't do anything about legal stuff because this is for me right now is mostly explorational stage.
I see.
I don't know, but I know that some agencies who work with the big brands like Coca-Cola, Dyson, they reached to me. They can't use Midjourney. They only allowed to use things like models from Adobe that have a perfect licensed data for training and so forth.
Right. So does that, that's what I was asking, because I've heard that Midjourney is the hardest to get clients to want to let you use from an IP standpoint.
Yeah, this makes sense. But this is inevitable. I mean, somehow this is inevitable and somehow all will settle down. Meanwhile, we are learning, we're training our models, we're exploring different tools like node-based interfaces with all of the models and how we can map those flows together and get to that Midjourney is unique. Recraft is also awesome. So I feel like a student again. I felt something when I entered the academy.
Yeah, I feel that way too. All right, Tatiana, thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for being on the show.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And Josh, thank you.